and no man shall buy you. So the Bible says, we're going to break it down real quick, and you got to push it up. Let's read this person. We're coming right back. Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 42. But thus said the Lord, like as I have brought all these great evil upon his people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. So just like that, he'll do the same thing. And we better read that too. Keep that push up. Hold it. Read, help me, Father, where we at? Read up to, read that again. Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 42. For thus said the Lord, like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. So, he said the same thing in the curses. Just as much as I rejoice to do good, I don't mind killing the people, y'all. Because a lot of people say, I can't, this. Because a lot of people say, I can't serve a God like that, this ain't a prayer. But this is what God promised to so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Let's read verse 62. Deuteronomy 28, verse 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good, because everybody think the Lord is so loving. He all loving. There's no angry side to him. So read that again for the Christian. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good. So yes, he want to do good to you, but watch this. And to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you. What? To destroy you. And to bring you to naught. So that means to bring you to nothing. So he will rejoice just as much to bless us and to bring us down to nothing. We are, and you shall be plucked from off the land where thou goest to possess it. So that's why we couldn't keep our Wall Street. That's why we couldn't keep these places. Why? Because he said, I will pluck you off the land. That's why the people get shot in Colorado. That's why when Ray got popped down there on Nova Street. That's why these things happen to the black man. Because why? We didn't keep God's commandments. But the only way to change it, we got to come back to his laws. You got something? Let's read what you got. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 5. And saying to them, thus said the Lord Yahweh, in the day when I chose Israel, and lifted up my hand unto the seed of the house of Jacob, and made myself known unto them in the land of Egypt, when I lifted up my hand unto them, saying, I am the Lord your God. I am the Lord your God. So we get punished for being disobedient. Give me verse 68. Now this would be the worst punishment. The Bible records our slave history. Let's read it, verse 68. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So the Lord will bring us right to Egypt again. How? With ships, slave ships. The Bible prophesied the transatlantic and the sub-Saharan slave trade. This is in the Bible. Where we read it? In the Bible. Read it again. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way, while I spake unto thee, thou shalt see no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies. So the Bible says, and when you get off from slave ships, what's going to happen? You shall be what? Sold unto your enemies. Unto your enemies. Not unto our friends. We will be sold to our word and our means. Read that again. Sold unto who? Unto your enemies. For by men, slave men, and by women, and slave women. And no man shall buy you. And no man can redeem one. So no man can redeem us from this curse. So now give me Lamentations 4:17. Let's read what you got. And this is who I am to hear. Nehemiah chapter 6, verse 16 in the ESV. And when all our enemies heard of it, all the nations around us were afraid and fell greatly in their own esteem. They fell in their own esteem. And that's what's going to happen in the end of this. We're almost there. We're almost going to wrap this up. Lamentations 4 and verse 17. Because this is the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. We're looking for America. We want reparations. And we want this and we want that. The whole world belongs to us. The whole world belongs to us. They couldn't pay us back enough for what they have done to us. But the Bible says, what? Let's read it. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes has yet fell for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. We have watched for America that can't save us. America can't do nothing for us. America ain't never did nothing for us. But the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, that's not the reality of it. That's the reality of the Bible. It's time for us to return back to the covenant that the Most High gave us as a nation of people. Watch this. Give me Isaiah, stay right there. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. Let's get there. Isaiah 1 verse 3. Let's get it. The book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people does not consider. So, ox knows his owner, ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. People does not consider, and that's what we are here for. We don't even consider what is a sin. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoer, children that are corrupt. Children that are corrupt. Now, we prove who we are as Israel. We prove who we are as Israel. Now, let's continue. What time we done? I can get here. We can do it in 5 minutes. Give us the Isaiah chapter 7. Give me 6, we don't go there. Give me Matthew 4 verse, okay, Matthew 4:15. So, let's read Isaiah chapter 7 verse 8. The book of Isaiah chapter 7 verse 8. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is risen. And within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people. So the Bible says Ephraim will be broken and will not be a people. Now, Ephraim is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Keep reading. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria. It's who? It's Samaria. So the head of Ephraim is Samaria. So Ephraim had went into idolatry at this point. They were serving idols. Ephraim is the name they finally all fell under the 10 tribes of Israel. They were scattered 10 tribes. So the Bible says, read that again, Ephraim what? Ephraim. Oh. And the head of the and within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria. And the head of Samaria is Ramaliah. So these are one of the wicked men ruling over them at the time. But Samaria was the head of Ephraim. So skip down the verse. Start over in chapter 9. Chapter 9 verse 1. Watch this. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 1. Nevertheless, the demon shall not be such as was in her vexation. When at the first, he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun. The land of Zebulun. That's why they went into idolatry. We'll cover that another time when we got more time. Zebulun, Naphtali, all of them went into idolatry. He went from 2 Kings 12:26 if we can. We'll put 2 Kings 12:16. 1 Kings 12:16. Read that again. Nevertheless, the dimness shall not be such as was in her vexation. When at the first he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward did more grievously afflict her by the way of the sea, beyond Jordan and Galilee of the nation. So they were afflicted because they went into idolatry. This is what happened. Watch this. 1:16. 1 Kings chapter 12 verse 16. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened unto them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? So the Israelites were saying, since the kingdom now is getting split up because they wanted Jeroboam and Rehoboam, they were saying, you know what? We ain't got no portion, so watch this. Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse to your tents, O Israel. So now Israel, Ephraim, all of them, they departed and left, right? Now see to thy own house. So now see to your own house, Judah. Who leaving? David. So Israel departed unto their tent. So Israel departed. You see that? Israel had departed and left them. So read this. Read this again. 9 and 1. Nevertheless, the forgiveness shall not be such as was in her vexation. But at the first, he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward he more grievously afflicted her by the way of the sea beyond Jordan and Galilee of the nation. So they were scattered into idolatry because when the split happened, they left one another. Give me verse 2.
The people that walk in darkness don't see a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them will the light shine.
So give me verse 8. Watch this.
The Lord sent a word into Jacob, and it has lighted upon Israel. And all the people shall know, even Ephraim, and the inhabitants of Samaria, that say in the pride and stoutness of the heart.
So these people that were in Samaria. So now that we know Ephraim was in Samaria, let's read this. Matthew chapter 4, verse 15. The land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. So he had to go that way to gather those nations that were among the sea of the land of the Gentiles. Watch this. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on. Give me 4. Now watch this. John chapter 4, verse 9.
The book of John chapter 4, verse 9. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou being a Jew, asking drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria?
What?
Which am a woman of Samaria?
Why? Because Ephraim was what? The head of Samaria was who? Ephraim. The head of Ephraim was who? Samaria. That's where they were scattered at the time. Read it again.
Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou being a Jew, asking drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
So now we understand what this is saying now. The Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Why? Verse 10?
Art thou greater than our father Jacob? Art thou greater than our father Jacob?
Why would she say our father? Because she understood she was just Northern Kingdom. The Jews just simply didn't deal with her. Give me verse 20.
Our fathers worship in this mountain.
And what mountain? The mountain of Ephraim. Read.
And ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship.
So they had this understanding. Verse 22.
Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship. Now salvation is of the Jews.
For salvation is of the Jews. Let's read this.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 21. And say unto them, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king of them all, and they shall be no more two nations. Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
So this is what the Bible says, and with that we're going to close on this. It's our time. We hit it. Let's go.
The book of Psalms, chapter 149. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praise unto him with the temple and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the people with salvation. Let the saints be joyful and glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh.
And with that, we are the sons of Yahweh. With that, we say, Come Yahshua. Come Yahshua. And with that, we say, Shalom and Shalom.